Hey everybody, so today I'm going to do a quick project. Different thing for our channel over here. I do it a lot on my other channel, but I think I'm going to keep my Pinteresty stuff over there and do our survival tool projects on BTS. So today's project, Mora Companion Black Blade. I'm going to turn this into a neck knife sheath. Actually, not this one, I have another one, but stand by. Oh, first, intro. The dreaded Mora. This is a Mora Companion Black Blade. It has a 4-inch blade, tenth of an inch thick. It's got a drop point, and overall length comes in at 8 inches, roughly. Some type of Scandinavian stainless steel, very functional knife. If you haven't seen any of our video of the 511 versus the Battle Butter, go check it out. You might get the feeling that we hate Mora based on that video. We don't really. It's just we wouldn't rely 100% on one of these knives if we had the choice. Okay, so if you can see there, we've taken it down pretty close, and I'm going to break out the bench belt sander, and we're going to finish doing that. So, not perfect, but, you know, makes it so we can work with it. Moving on. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. After we've done all the stuff to get these two sides in line, I want to figure out whether or not I want to put maybe a leather wrap around it, straight around, and then I'll run this paracord underneath, or I may glue it directly on and then create my lanyard. If you've seen our neck knife with my cold steel mini tack Tonto, you see that I had some options there, but that was obviously a carry sheath that had some grommets already drilled into it. Don't necessarily think there's a good space to put that on there given how the knife fits into the sheath, so I'm going to go full external with the stuff going on here. Because if I were to drill holes into either side of this, it would interfere with how the knife fits, so I'm not going to do that. So stand by for whatever I decide to do. All right, so here is where I'm at. I decided to actually do a little bit of both options that I was talking about earlier. So I'm going to use a little bit of crazy glue to try to get this stuff to lay down where I want it, and then I'm going to use some heavy spray adhesive in this section of leather here that I cut. And surprisingly enough, I cut it with this thing. This comes super sharp from the factory. I will give more of that. These things are surgical. So I'm impressed. Anyway, so I'm gonna wrap this around here. Should keep it all down, give it that little bit of rustic edge. Once the rubber band's off, won't look too jankety. It's definitely a DIY project, so it's gonna keep looking a little bit more rough, but as long as it's functional, I'll be good with it. So let's give it a shot. All right, so where we're at now is glue is pretty much dried. I've got got some acetone out, clean up some of that extra glue that you saw me spray on there. Looks pretty nice, and knife hangs in there pretty nice. I also the train of thought I had going here is I wanted to have the 550 cord to be up as high as possible because the heaviest part of the knife is still on the handle. So as you can see, the angle's nice and flat. So when it's hanging around my chest, we'll see if it maintains that. I have no misgivings about it actually doing what it's supposed to be doing, and it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's a little funny, but looks all right to me. So we'll see how it holds up over time. All right, so as you can see, this is where it ends up dangling. It's gonna be, once I tie my knots around here, it'll probably extend down enough so I can put it under my arm out of the way if I'm doing some chopping or whatever. I'm thinking about adding a ferro rod to this one. I don't know if anybody watched our neck knife video. I did lose that ferro rod, but I have some ideas for securing that a little bit better. Until then, this is probably gonna do everything I need it to do. Stays in there nice and secure. The thumb ramp is still accessible. You know, doesn't wiggle around. It's a good old Mora sheath, and that's what I wanted to do, is keep it authentic to the knife. It's purpose built for it. So thank you for Harry Epstein for carrying these on Amazon and selling them for $1, because I am able to do what I want with it. Otherwise, keep an eye out for this tool to be doing what it does out in the field. And if you like what you see, hit the like button, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned.